Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and today I'm looking at Union City Alliance, which is currently on Kickstarter. And if you've been watching our channel or our second streaming channel recently, you might have already seen this one. Steve did a playthrough with the designer on the streaming channel and also did an impressions video, but I've been playing the game too and really enjoying it, so I thought it was worth showing you something a little different in the playthrough area. Now, as you'll see, I'm still on Tabletop Simulator just like Steve was. The designer only has one prototype, and it's hard to send all those things around, especially during a campaign. But something that struck me in the campaign is that even though it's for 2 to 4 heroes, as solo you would have to control 2 heroes, there was nothing in the gameplay that should really stop it from being playable with true solo. So I mucked around a bit and came up with a pretty easy true solo variant, which is what I'm going to show you today. Now, to be clear, this is not at all an official variant. I hope the designer does something either with this or their own idea to make true solo play work, but I want to show you that with very slight alterations, you can play this game with a single hero if you want to, and I think it plays great. Hopefully you'll agree. And a quick reminder, by the way, that we never receive compensation for our Kickstarter coverage. We just want to help you find the coolest games and make good decisions when you're pledging them. And a quick note, at the end of the playthrough, I'm going to give my impressions of the game, so use the timestamps once you've seen enough of the gameplay if you want to skip to that and hear what I think about Union City Alliance. So I'll start like all my playthrough videos by giving a bit of an overview. So each player is going to control a hero, and again, the game doesn't technically support true solo play at this time, but that's what I'm going to be showing you. And each hero will have their own hero card. You'll see their stamina in the upper right there, 27, that's their health. If I run out, since I'm playing by myself, I would lose, but in a multiplayer game, you could still win after one player is defeated. And at the bottom, I've got a power I can use once per turn. Basically, I get more money. That's what Valor is generally, to buy cards, because this is a deck builder with superheroes. And I can use that once per turn, but only when I'm exploring new spaces. So Odysseus likes to leap into things. And by the way, if you've read the Odyssey, this is not the Odysseus who is a total jerk and slept with every woman along the way in his journey while leaving his wife to be abused by suitors and his son's murder to be plotted. This is just a truly heroic Odysseus who has teleported to the future. Additionally, I've got a fully unique 10-card starter deck of weaker cards, but this is, again, unique per hero. And over here, something really cool is that each hero also has 8 solo cards that are ways they can upgrade and build their deck, but you also have generic cards you can deck build into, so everyone kind of has a nice mix of things that are distinct to them, as well as freely available options so you have variety each time you play. But the actual play of the game will take place on this board, and for the actual game you don't need to have a board. You can just kind of lay out the things freeform, which can also preserve your table space if you have a limited amount of space. And a major component of the board are these panels, these little locations that you'll lay out. We have the hero headquarters to start out, where we're going to lay out the rest of the city as we go. And many of them, as you see here, will have powers or abilities they give you, and also enemies that you'll be fighting will be going on these locations, as well as the cards you need to deck build into. This is something I've never seen in a deck builder before, and it's really cool. To get cards and add them to your deck, you have to actually go to the location where those cards are located, so you have a reason to kind of explore more and find more cards for yourself. Now, this is a highly modular deck in the cards you deck build into, and lots of other things, like even the city tiles. And another way it's modular is in who you fight. So I'm fighting the one that's freely available in the demo on TTS. That is the Pteranodon Dino Mafia. The puns are heavy here, but it's pretty fun. So yeah, you're fighting dinosaurs. This pterodactyl guy's turning regular criminals into dinosaurs to serve him. And each of these villain supplies will have their own unique way to win. In the case of the Pteranodon, I need to defeat these mobsters, these little boss creatures. And you need to defeat one more than the number of players. So playing true solo, we're going to say I need to get 2 of them to win. And in the case of the Pteranodon, they also have these raptors, which are like kind of more basic mooks they'll send out. They've got this peril deck that I'm going to draw 1 from every turn to kind of send out the bad stuff, and these plot cards that will be having unique effects based on the villain to make my day terrible. And things ramp up over time as that plot deck runs out. I have another plot deck under issue 2 and issue 3, so it's kind of got like this comic progression style theme here. And eventually, one of the main loss conditions, if I get to the overtime stack and the plot cards run out, then I lose. As already mentioned, I also lose if my health is completely depleted, if I take 27 damage. So clearly I gotta defeat those mobsters before that happens. Now, another cool point of modularity, I mentioned that the actual deck that you are building cards from can change. And how that works is you always have a 40-card kind of standard deck, although even that can be modularly switched out. But additionally, each of the heroes has a unique team-up 15-card deck, so that if I'm playing with like Captain Jupiter and Odysseus, I can have Lady Sunbeam and Wrangler show up to help me out as I build their cards into my deck. So it's a bit like Marvel Legendary if you've played that, with certain heroes kind of making up the market, but in this case it feels a lot more thematic and I have a lot more attachment to my one specific hero. So here, I don't know, I'll go for Wrangler since he tends to have a lot of nice attacking cards, and I'll go for the Green Death for some nice defense and other things there. I'm going to add all 30 of these cards to this 40 card Union deck, shuffle it up, and bam, I've got my market ready to go. I've also got a city card deck. You can choose to switch in 16 cards to make unique scenarios within the city card deck, so again, like, the modularity is off the charts here, but we're just going to play with the standard one this time. And to finish up our overview before we jump into the playthrough and explain things in detail, first on your turn you have your action phase where you play cards, you spend resources like in a lot of deck builders and do stuff. Then you have the cleanup phase and the draw phase, you get rid of your old cards and draw back up to 5. And you end with the threat phase and the peril phase. Threat phase often won't happen, that's only if an enemy's in range to attack you. But then peril phase is where you draw that peril card, which is going to advance the plot, have other things ruin your day. You get the gist, it's like a lot of co-op games in that way. Oh, before I forget, there is a special ability for the hero headquarters. I get to draw 5 times the number of heroes, so 5 in this case, cards from the Union deck, our little market, and I'm going to pick one to put here that I think I'd like to buy to upgrade my deck. Which gives me a good excuse to explain cards. If you look in the upper right, you'll see the achieve cost. This is basically the cost to buy the card into your deck. In this case, it's 6. You'll see on the left 3 spots for different attributes and resources this card can give you. Might helps you attack enemies, as you might suspect. This card gives me 4. The one above it would be Valor, which lets you buy cards generally, and the one below it would be Speed, which lets you move. So it's basically attacking, moving, and buying. And then cards will often have special abilities. In this case, this card gives me a special ability when I activate it. But it costs 6, which is a ton. I want to get a cheap one to start out. And Texas-sized hero has a lot of valor and a great ability, but costs 7, no. Chain Summoning, a defense card, also gives speed and might. Nice combo there. Pass the Mantle, very cheap, gives valor to buy more cards. That seems like it might be a winner. And finally, Master Summoner. Geez, I got some super expensive cards. It's really between Chain Summoning and Pass the Mantle. And since Pass the Mantle gives me valor to buy even more cards so I can deck build more quickly, I think I'm going to choose that one. So the card just gets put right on top of the location to show me I can deck build it and achieve it while I'm there, and the rest of the cards get discarded. Alright, so let's jump into the playthrough. First turn, here we go. We have a hand of 5 cards. These are what we're going to start with. These are all my basic hero deck cards. And I can play them into the play area to gain their resources, but then I have those resources for the entire turn. At the end of the turn, they go away in case I want to kind of spend them at different times. So for Odysseus, I've got 3 simple spear cards in my hand, each giving me 1 might, not going to be useful unless an enemy shows up. 1 Idol of Millions card, it gives me 1 valor, and it has the ability to discard a card from my hand to gain an extra valor, 2, enough to buy that card in the location. And then finally, Clever Captain, my basic speed movement card, but also it says in-hand Gambit. I can discard this to gain 2 defense. So if it's in my hand, I can prevent some damage when it's being dealt to me. So first thing I think I want to do is use my 1 Valor card and discard another card to bypass the Mantle. So I'll go ahead and play Fan of Millions into my play area. That'll give me 1 valor. They have tokens you can use to mark the resources you've generated, but I usually don't use them until I've started using some of my resources in a mix and match style. Usually it's easy to remember otherwise. Alright, and activate means once it's in my play area, I can rotate it 90 degrees to get the ability. So here I will rotate it, and I don't think I need all this attack. I'll discard 1 of my spears, and that'll get me a valor. I will mark that with the token because nothing else is showing I have it. Then I'm going to spend both to achieve Pass the Mantle. So it'll give me 2 valor when I draw it. And it says Empower, which is an ability you can use while the card is in your hand. And this says if that is the issue number. We're starting in issue number 1, and as the plot deck advances, we'll go to issue number 2 and issue number 3. And this says if it's issue 2 or later, I can destroy this card. That means cull it from my deck entirely to gain 4 Heroism. Heroism is a 4th resource that lets you buy your awesome character-specific cards. When you achieve a card, it goes into your discard pile to be drawn later. Oh, and speaking of the character-specific cards, I should have 2 of them out. Let's see what my options are. So these have a cost, but it's in Heroism. That's where it says Training 3 Heroism, which I gain often from defeating enemies or completing challenges or from my little Pass the Mantle card you saw. And Bronze Age War is a legacy card. It stays in my play area from turn to turn and gives me ongoing bonuses. Here, upgrading all of my simple spear cards, or I can activate it to dismiss it, discard it, and get a huge attack bonus. Awesome. Or for 5 Heroism, man, that's a lot. Strike from the Shadows. Speed, but it lets me draw an extra card when I draw it. That's what alert means. And then activate, discard a card to gain might equal to its cost. Whoa, that is a lot of damage when I need it. That is awesome. So yeah, that's a tough one. Bronze Age Warrior would let me buy cards more with my spears, but Strike from the Shadows will let me take down those bosses at the end really well. Alright, and next I'm going to play my 1 speed card. And as you might expect, each speed point lets you move a single location, only orthogonally. There is no diagonal in this game. But right now I don't have any other locations, so how do I explore them and find them? You'll see that on the board it's printed, but it's actually just the distance orthogonally away from the starting location. That's why 1, 2 spaces away costs 2 speed to explore, 1, 2, 3 costs 3. If I spend that amount of speed, I both put that location down and immediately move to it, potentially encountering some enemies there. So let's do that for this little roam location on my left. I grab one of these location tiles, flip it over, and it's the Hades Club. And many of the panels you can find besides the starting one will have little actions. You see this one says Deal with the Devil. If you achieved a card here this turn, destroy a card in your play area or discard pile that has a matching resource. So when I upgrade or deck build, I can also trash something for the rest of the game. And most of these actions can only be used once per the entire game. You'll see the little panel can be used there in the bottom right. I'll cover that up. Now, some of them refresh every time you go to a new issue and the enemies advance, but this one is literally just once per game. Now, as I mentioned, the cards you deck build into, the Union cards, are going to go right on the panels as you explore them. And you'll see that hero base, so for 2 heroes, you always get 2 cards. For 3 heroes, it goes between 2 or 3. The plus ones, which are all the 2s and the 4s, all the even numbers, get an extra card. And then with 4 players, you get 3. So I'm sort of striking a balance for my little solo variant. Cards without a plus get 1 Union cards. Cards with a plus get 2. So it's a lot like the 3-player balancing. So that means here I'm going to get 1 Union card. And also every new location will get 1 city card, which is either going to be a challenge, kind of opportunity, or an enemy I have to face. And oh man, I cannot believe we got the toughest enemy in the game, the Ambitious Mugger. 1 fight, 1 threat. Yeah, this is a weakling, as you can imagine. Let me explain an enemy card. On the upper left is his health. I have to deal that much damage. And you don't have to do that all at once. You can mark them with damage tokens, but they will hit you back eventually. And then I had mentioned after my turn is kind of all done, I have my threat phase. The 1 threat there means the range at which they'll activate. If he's within 1 location of me, he'll move to my location and then deal his fight value, 1, as damage to me unless I defend it. And here, if I defeat him, I'll get 2 heroism for upgrading some of those cards. Awesome. And we also got 1 Union card, Social Networking. Only costs 2 to achieve, gives me 2 Valor or 1 Speed, and an Activate ability that'll let me destroy it to draw cards. And that little symbol there, you'll see it's also underneath the Speed icon. It's like a little green, kind of rocket shippy little circle. There's 4 different types of those, and a lot of them combo, so it's often a good idea to buy a lot of the same type. Oh, well, this couldn't have worked out better. I've got these 2 simple spears in my hand. One of those will certainly deal with the Ambitious Mugger. Bye-bye, buddy. So I'll play those, put him in the trash, and as his ability said, it's going to give me 2 heroism in my heroism pool. That's only 1 away from Bronze Warrior and 3 away from Strike from the Shadows. And I only needed 1 spear to defeat him, but you can always play cards for extra resources, because in this case, I want to get to the better cards I've purchased faster, so I want to run out my deck as quickly as I can. And now the cleanup phase, all the played cards get discarded unless they had the Legacy ability, and you can keep a number of cards, Legacy cards like this Bronze Age Warrior, in your play area hanging out for later based on the current issue. Right now, the issue limits me to 2 in play at a time. I'm going to draw 5 new cards. I would resolve a threat phase if there was anyone to attack me. Clearly not. And now we're going to go to the peril phase. I'm going to draw the top peril card, and it might interact with the plot cards. And I forgot to say, in my solo variant, you have half as many plot cards just to kind of speed things up, since clearly your hero is leveling up faster than they would if you were splitting turns with other players. So I only have 4 before we get to issue number 2. Oh, and here we go. This is one of the basic peril cards that'll play a plot card, and if it was issue 3 or later, it would also escalate, which would basically remove a plot card, but we're just playing one here. And it is Stay Out Our Way. I have to discard 2 cards to put this in my play area. While it's in my play area, when Raptors assault me, those are the basic Raptor gangsters they'll send against me sometimes. They have +1 fight, so I'm being targeted by the Dino Mob, but whenever I defeat a Raptor gangster, it'll go away. So it's going to be this negative ongoing effect until I can fight one of their guys. And I have to discard 2 cards from my hand, but hey, we're going right into my next action phase, so that's easy enough to look at. So I've got another Idol of Millions for up to 2 Valor, another Simple Spear to fight. This one you haven't seen before, great card, Modern Odyssey. Basically, Odysseus is exploring the modern world, riding the metro and that kind of kind of thing. So I can get 2 speed and 1 valor from a single card. Awesome. And I think I've got both of those. Yeah, plus a clever captain for more speed or defense if somebody had attacked me. So I got 1, 2, 3. I can get up to 4 valor to buy something if I use Idol of Millions ability to discard either my spear or my clever captain. Oh, you know, I forgot Odysseus' ability. Whenever I explore, I can activate him, turn him 90 degrees to get valor equal to the current issue. So I can actually get 5 valor if it's on a newly explored place this round. And yeah, I'm not crazy about the social networking. I mean, I'll probably get it to use the Deal with the Devil at some point. But for now, let's use Modern Odyssey to get 2 speed and explore down here. Alright, so the UECN news building. As an action, if you defeat an enemy this turn, gain heroism equal to its fight value. That's great. And then a lot of buildings, locations, panels have this. It's a refresh ability, which means whenever the issue advances, whenever the plot cards run out and the game gets harder, we remove the exhausted token here. So I can use this news building up to 4 times per game if I get lucky. And this time this was one of the plus panels, so I'm going to have 2 hero cards here to buy. Oh, and here we go. They're both Wrangler cards. Oh my gosh, 6. But what I have 5. Yeah, I can get 5, but that's a lot of attack and also a ton of defense. And this one is fabulous. A good amount of attack, of might, and I can afford it with all my Valor cards. And when I defeat an enemy with this, I get Heroism, which will let me upgrade my character even further. Fantastic. Oh man, speaking of an enemy, I got another one, the 3 Lion Knight. He's got 4 stamina. Let's see, Chivalry. He'll only attack me as hard as I attack him. This card's fight is equal to the highest printed resource of the cards in your hand, which means I actually won't know what his fight value will be because he'll attack me after I've drawn a new hand. But if I defeat him, I get 6 Heroism? Oh my gosh. But first, let's get that amazing card before I shuffle my deck. So I'm going to use Odysseus' ability since I explored. That's 1 Valor. I've got the 1 from Modern Odyssey. That's 2. I'll go and use Idol of Millions. That'll be 3. And I'll play my other Modern Odyssey to get to 4. And I will still have 2 speed to move if I want to run away from this guy in a second. But let's spend all 4 Valor to get Hog Time. Feeling great about that one. But before I run away to avoid damage, let's go ahead and spear this guy for 1. And he just put the damage right on their card, so he has 3 from being defeated. Then I've got 2 speed. That'll probably be enough, but let's go ahead and play that to get a 3rd. So let's see. 1, 2. Oh, I could actually use 1 more speed to move, but I would hate to get attacked afterwards, and I also want to be near the lion guy because I want to run back and attack him. The reason I ran so far is because he has 1 threat, so if I had stopped right here, then he would have followed up and hit me back. Alright, so I just have 1 speed left. Here we go. I'm discarding all of this. And I went through my whole deck, so I might get some of my new cards. Let's see. Ooh, I did. I got Hog Tie, so I'm going to get so much Heroism next turn and get so many awesome abilities, yes. But first, let's see what peril we have coming at us. So I mentioned Escalate before, but let me show how it works, because this is Escalate 1. So what I do is I take one of the 3 remaining plot cards for issue number 1, which is, again, our timer before we advance and the game gets tougher, and I put it into the next issue's deck, which is issue number 2. Remember, I've taken out half of the cards rounded down from each of these, so there were 4 in issue 2 and 3 in issue 3, in case you want to try this variant out for yourself. And I've been mentioning the issue a lot, but here it is, issue number 1. Remember, it tells us how many legacy cards, ongoing cards we can keep in our play area. It's 2 right now. And breakaway cost I should have mentioned when I ran away from that lion guy. That is an additional speed cost whenever you move out of a place that has enemies in it. So here it's plus 0, but if I was in issue 2 or 3, I would have needed extra speed to get away from that guy and stop him from attacking me. All right, back to my turn, and we are going to smash that dude. We know that's going to happen. So let's go ahead and play Modern Odyssey. We'll have 1 Valor hanging out, but get 2 speed to move back to him. And then we will, of course, be hog-tying the guy with our 3 might from Hog-tie. And we're going to activate it, turning it 90 degrees, to gain Heroism equal to the issue, so that's 1. And all these tokens are going to be double-sided with other values, so there we go. And just to show you, he has 4 stamina, but remember we already did 1 to him, so we did finish him off with the other 3. And his defeat is going to get us 6 more Heroism. This game does have a lot of co-op. I could have given that to any hero, but here it's just going to be me. And we're not done. Remember, we can use the news building. I just put this little panel exhausted token on it to gain heroism equal to the enemy's fight, which sadly, you'll remember, was equal to the highest resource on cards in my hand. And the ones I have left in my hand are all 1. So I'm only getting 1 extra heroism. But that's 7 plus the 3 I already had. I have 10 heroism. So with that being the case, I mean, I got to go for the more expensive card here. Strike from the Shadows seems amazing. And how solo deck cards work is when you spend the heroism to gain them, you can either put them straight into your hand, use them this turn, so cool, or put them on top of your deck. For this one, since the alert ability won't trigger if I put it straight into my hand, I have to actually draw it. And since it's going to give me a lot of attack, which I don't need right now, I'm going to put it on top of my deck. But another very important thing, whenever you train a solo card, you have to put one of these little +2 training tokens. That will add 2 to the cost of every solo card I buy for the rest of the game. That's going to happen each time, so you won't always get all all 8 of your cards, it will tend to mean that your hero levels up in different ways each time you play. Now, whenever I gain a solo card, I have the option to get rid of the other card and put it on the bottom of the deck, so I get 2 new choices. But this one is a pretty good one for giving me more valor with my simple spear cards and also letting me gain more might, so I'll leave that and just see what other one I get. Oh, and interesting, it's a very cheap one. The Wanderer, only 1. So Legacy, remember that's one of the ongoing abilities. Activate, dismiss this card, that means discard it, to explore an adjacent panel at no cost. And if you explore it this way, draw a number of extra cards at the end of your next draw phase equal to the issue number. And wow, that's amazing when we're exploring for like a 3 cost place. That's like 3 movement all by itself. And then the extra draw would be awesome as we get into the late game. But you know what? I kind of want to get Bronze Age Warrior since it's going to give me more valor for like the rest of the game. So I'm going to spend all my 5 since it's a 3 plus 2. I get another one of these, so man, things are expensive. And this one I am going to put straight into my hand so I can play it this turn. So it has no values unto itself, but remember, Legacy means it'll hang around. All my simple spears will now have 1 valor. So they'll both do 1 might to deal damage and 1 valor to buy cards. And then during my turn, I can activate it to discard it and discard a simple spear to gain 4 might if I really need to kill something. So let's put that into play straight away and it'll hang out until we need to use it. All right, let's see. Strongest in the West, we certainly are not rich enough to buy, but I can get another move from Clever Captain, so I want to go and explore right here. And here we are, McCloud University. You'll see a lot of the art is not finished for the game, but no worries. What's the action here? If there are no Union, City, or Villain cards here, so if I've cleared off the entire space, another hero draws 3 cards. So, another key rule in my solo variant. Whenever it says another hero, it means you. The only exception is when a card gives bonuses to multiple heroes. Like, it's like you gain this and somebody else gains that. In that case, you pick one of the rewards for yourself, either the one that would have gone to somebody else or the one that would have gone to you. Pretty simple. Well, I love free card draw, but let's see what I have to clear off to get to it. Devil's Advocate, pretty solid one. You'll see it costs 3 to achieve, which is not bad, but it gives me 3 valor, which will make it way easier to buy cards, and I can discard a card to gain 1 speed. So it has a little bit of mixed use there. And then here we go, challenges. These are the city cards we have not seen yet. We've only seen enemies. And in this case, it's a kind of heroic opportunity. So here, one of my allies is in danger. Oh no! But on this card, on the right is Confront. It tells you, first of all, what statistic or a type of trait you need to use, in this case, speed. And in the upper left, difficulty is how many times you need to spend that amount. And it has to be all or nothing. It's not like attack where you can spend like a little bit of speed one turn and then make it up the next turn. But what is the cost here? Oh, debut is when you put it in play. I put another Union card under this card. And the star is the cost of that card -2, so hopefully it's not a super expensive card. Oh, but if I overcome this by doing that much speed, I'll get to gain the card that's under this to my hand. That's awesome. Well, maybe it's awesome. Let's look at the card. 4 achieve, so it's going to need 2 speed to defeat it. Gives me 2 valor and 2 speed, not bad. And an in-hand gambit, I can discard a card to gain 2 defense, which is nicer than my basic defense cards, because it says a card, not itself. So I could discard something weaker and keep that card to play on my next turn. So not bad, I just need 2 speed to get that card and 3 valor. Can I get that much? So I've got 1 for the Modern Odyssey. No, it's going to work out great. I'll do Idol of Millions. That's another one. And I could activate that to discard my Spear card. Oh, wait. Actually, I can do one better, because don't forget, I explored, so boom, I got +1 valor. Well, I guess, no, never mind. I can't do one better, because I forgot a Simple Spear would also give me 1 valor, thanks to my Bronze Age Warrior Legacy ability, but that would be the same valor I would get for discarding it from Idol of Millions, so it doesn't really matter. I'll do that. So that gives me 3 valor. One action I didn't tell you about is as many times as you want, you can spend 2 valor to gain 1 heroism. So if there are no good cards around to buy, or your deck is as big as you want, you can save up heroism to buy more solo cards. But here I got exactly enough for Devil's Advocate. We'll go to my discard pile, and then once I get 2 speed to defeat that, I can use Hit the Books to draw 3 more cards. Gonna be amazing. So in the cleanup phase, I clean up everything except my new Legacy card, and of course our little stay out of our way ongoing card. And then after I draw, let's see what the Peril holds. Ooh, place a Raptor Gangster on my panel and immediately threatens. So here we go. These are the Raptor Gangsters, kind of like the basic enemy for this villain. They've got 3 stamina. Their fight is the issue +1, so 2 currently, and they have 1 threat range for their attacks. But don't forget, because of that ongoing card, they have 3 damage. They're attacking me for that much. Now, whenever you get attacked, you can spend Gambits, and good, I've got 1. I can discard Clever Captain to gain 2 defense. But actually, before I do that, I forgot about alert effects. So whenever you draw cards with alert, you finish all of the stuff you were doing. So in this case, I finished drawing my full 5-card hand, and then you resolve alerts in whatever order you want. So I'm going to draw 1 card, and it was not an extra defense, it was another spear. So yeah, we'll discard Clever Captain to cancel 2 of their damage. And 1's going to get through, but I need 27 to die, so I think I'm okay. And now if I defeat that guy, we'll get rid of Stay Out of Our Way. That'll be good. What have I got in my hand? I've got 2 Simple Spears. Ooh, I've got Strike from the Shadows that it lets me discard a card to gain might equal to its cost. So let's play this first. That does give me 2 speed. And ooh, that being the case, let's resolve Endangered Ally. And that means Castling is coming straight to my hand. I got some more Valor and speed for this turn. Excellent. But I still need 3 damage to defeat those guys. So let's do a Simple Spear. With my Bronze Age Warrior, that'll be 1 Valor and 1 attack. I'll play a second one. And then I'm going to activate Strike from the Shadows to discard a card and gain might equal to its cost. And I guess I'll do Pass the Mantle. I don't need to get 4 power from casting. I could just do this one. So there it goes. That'll give me 2 more attack, more than I need. So these gangsters are gone. And so is my little ongoing card from them. Let's see, what else do I have? 2 more Valor, 2 more Speed, and another Valor. I won't have anything to discard. So go ahead and play that. 2 and 1. So in total, I have 1 extra attack that I don't think I'll need, 2 speed, and then 2, 3, 4, 5 Valor. And if I explore, I can make it 6. So I can't get strongest in the west. That's a bummer. I'm 1 short because, again, I didn't explore that location, so I can't get the Odysseus' bonus. Now, I could use Hit the Books to gain 3 more cards, which would almost certainly give me enough to get strongest in the west. But I think that's the kind of action, since it's only once per game, I want to save for like when a boss is out and I really need to get a huge turn. So I'm going to explore over here and hope I get something in the 2 cards that's 5 or 6 so I can get an awesome card for myself. What do we find? Downtown department stores. Odysseus is picking up some threads. A store-wide sale. When you achieve a card here, reduce its cost by 1. Wow. So I can get a 7 if I happen to draw 1? Come on, baby. But no such luck. They're all pretty cheap. Let's see. I've got a new confronting one. Find a shortcut for 2 speed. I can move to any other panel and skip the threat phase this turn, which means nobody would attack me. Ooh, that would be cool to like jump onto a boss. Wow. Okay, rapid processing cost 3, gets me 2. And when I draw, that's what alert means. I would draw a card and discard a card. Ooh, lets me cycle through my deck. That's good. And then yeehaw. Wow, 3 Valor or 3 Fight. But resources from this can only be exerted on the panel you started the turn on. The 3 Valor would always be useful, but the 3 Might, I'd have to get lucky and just have an enemy on me. So with Odysseus' power, again, I have 6 Valor. I could just get 3 Heroism. Oh, and silly me, I never drew a replacement over here. Chosen of Athena. Wow, it costs 6, which means with my 2 training tokens, it costs 10. But Legacy, ongoing, I can activate it. Dismiss this card to double the printed resources of a card in your hand for this turn. Oh my gosh. So I could like turn one of my big 4 attacks into an 8 attack. Although, I don't know if that's worth 6. I feel like my 5 card might even be better than that. So I'm not going to stress about getting that yet. So sure, you know what? I like both of these. Let me go ahead and spend my 6 to get both of those. Oh, and I forgot the location's ability. They only cost 2 each, which means I'll have 1 left to get a Heroism. And that is definitely about all I can do for this round. All right, I'm drawn to 5, and ooh, I got both my alerts. So I finished drawing my full 5 cards, and then I decide what order I want to do them in. So let's draw a card first, and then after I do that, I can draw and discard, so I'll have 1 more option. All right, so, wow, I got Hogtie again. I got some speed ones. I got that for Valor. I got that for even more speed and even more might if I need it. But Simple Spear gives me Valor and, oh my gosh, I think, yeah, one of my clever captains, because I have way more than enough speed from other stuff this round. Yeah, I'm feeling good about what I can do in this next turn, wow. But the Pteranodon might have something to say about that. Let's see. He's just escalating 1. And there is an additional effect that the bosses, the mobsters, would do a special attack on me if I'm in their space, but none of them are out yet. And we only have 1 plot card left in the current plot deck. The second that is exhausted, we go straight to issue 2. But interestingly, I have all these ways to hurt people and nothing to hurt yet. So let's go exploring a bit more. Now, you're going to see this in a moment. The way that the bosses come out for me to win the game is by going to 3 or higher cost exploration locations. So I could go to a 3 right now, but I'm thinking I'll just go up to like the 1 and save that for a moment. So to that end, we'll use my clever captain, keep it simple for the first one. And we've got the Greenfinger Community College setup. 1 card here may be I forget what those are. I think those are skills, is that little like orange icon. And that's actually what Odysseus has the most of. So it's a good one for him to combo with. From the trash instead of one from the Union deck. So I can like pick something specifically. And then Study Group. If you played one of those cards this turn, another hero draws 2 cards. Again, that would be me in my solo variant. And yeah, I've got one of those with Strike from the Shadows. I think Hogtie's one as well. Yeah, so like I said, I have a lot of those already. And ooh, there is 1 card in the discard of that type that I think I might want. This is My City. Costs 6, but I might be able to get that. 4 attack, and I can activate it to discard a card and move to any panel with an enemy. So just like teleport right to a boss or something. Yeah, I think I'll put that here. Now, I will note it would be better in multiplayer where enemies would be popping up like with other heroes and stuff, but it'll still work well in solo. How much can I get to? I've got 2 Valor, none from Hogtie, none from Strike from the Shadows. Simple Spear will give me 1. That would get me to 3. Modern Odyssey would get me to 4. And I can use Odysseus' ability since I explored to get to 5. Oh, I know. I can play one of these cards and then use it to draw 2 cards. And hopefully that'll get me the last one I need to buy. Let's do it. All right, so let's get my 2, my 3rd, and I got 1 attack hanging out. That's going to give me some speed hanging out. That's 4. Use Odysseus. That's 5. And here, we'll go in and get Hog-Tied down. That counts as the right type. So I got 4 attack and 2 speed hanging out. Let's go ahead and use this ability to draw 2 more cards. I got Modern Odyssey. There we go. That would give me another Valor. Now I've got 4 speed. Definitely can explore more. And boom, that is going to get me this bad boy to show up later. So 4 speed and 4 attack before I even use Yeehaw or Strike from the Shadows. Let's see what we can do. I'll go ahead and go up over here, I guess. It's the Cemetery. Ashes to Ashes. If there are no Union City or villain cards here, you and another hero each destroy a card in your own play area or discard pile. So again, for my variant, that would just be me because I can pick one of the effects on the card to activate. All right, come on, give me an enemy to kill. Got Leaping Lizard, which mainly for defense, and I'm really liking that. And Hostage Situation. I need speed instead of might. I wish I needed might. To confront this, you must begin the turn on this panel, but if I overcome it, any hero gains 4 heroism, and I can destroy a card in my play area or discard pile, because I need to cull. I bought a lot of cards, so I do want to do that. And I guess Strike from the Shadows would let me, right? Because I have 2 speed, so that would get me to 4, but then I would be wasting 4 might, and... Well, it still seems good. Let's go ahead and do it. Oh, wait, lies. I forgot. I need to start my turn here to do it. So we're not going to resolve the hostage situation yet. I do have 4 speed. Let's go exploring down here, I guess. All right, it's a bank setup. 1 card here may be a card from the trash costing 5 or more instead of 1 from the Union deck. And then achieve. If you started your turn here, you can achieve a card here, reducing its cost by 2. Nice. And yeah, there were definitely some expensive cards. Master Summoner would cost 7, but that would make it only 5. Discard this card to draw 1 card, then choose a hero to draw 2 cards. That would be 3 card draw whenever I get it after I discard it. Or I could get Texas-sized hero. Exert any amount of Valor to gain that much might? Are you kidding me? So all my Valor could become attack when I'm fighting a boss? No way, that's gotta be it. Jeez. And yay, the city card is an enemy. I was hoping it would be. They're gonna be sorry they messed with me. It's Hombres de los Muertes, the Cemetery Dogs, on the bank instead of the cemetery, interestingly. This is our turf. You cannot achieve Union cards on this panel. Well, that's what you think. And if I defeat them, I gain 3 Valor. Oh, well, I guess I'll just get heroism with it. They only have 4 stamina. I already have 4 fights saved up. Get out of here, guys. Now, I've got Yeehaw for 3 Valor or 3 Might, and they just gave me 3 Valor, but I can't buy anything with this card, because remember, it's only on the panel I started on. But if I keep it in my hand, because you don't have to discard, it's going to be great for next turn. See, that being the case, let's spend 2 of the 3 Valor to gain a heroism, and I'll stop there, keeping Yeehaw. Man, I'm just cleaning up. By the way, though, there are ways to increase the difficulty of the game. Now, of course, this is my solo variant, so the balance is probably totally messed up anyway. But you can add these epic cards that each villain has, these unique cards, to make things more challenging. So I'm not playing with that, but I could. Ooh, the city never sleeps. Put a city card on the nearest other panel without one, and then each enemy with a threat of more than 0 that is not on the same panel as me moves towards me and tries to attack if they can. So there's no enemies currently. Oh, and both those have city cards. So let's see, I want to leave the university clear to use its drawing ability, so let's put it over here. And wow, it is an enemy, although it has 0 threat, so it's not going to come towards me like the card said. 9 stamina, 3 fight. When you attack this, you cannot maneuver again until the end of the turn, so you got to stay there and just take its attack. But if I defeat it, destroy a card in my play area discard, then put a card from the Union trash on top of any hero's discard pile. Oh, I could get that other 7 card for free? Whoa. All right, so that was actually very nice of them. Okay, I want to buy that 7 card. It only costs 5 because I'm starting my turn there. So Yeehaw will get me 3 Valor. Pass the Mantle will get me 2 more. And I've got Idol of Millions, but I don't need to use it yet. So bam, I've got Texas-sized hero for 5. Awesome. Oh, this would be a very quick turn because I have no speed. I have Simple Spear that'll give me 1 Valor. Idol of Millions will give me 1 Valor. Other Simple Spear will give me 1, so I'll just get a single heroism and I'm done. All right, last card in the Peril deck is going to play a plot card, so that'll advance the issue. But first, it's another stay out of our way. I'm going to have to discard 2 cards, and then the Raptor's going to be tougher next time I fight one. And let's see, I've got Idol of Millions, Simple Spear. Clearly I'm going to keep Simple Spear since it also gives me Valor. Castling for speed, good because I need to move. Devil's Advocate give me Valor or a speed. And this is my city huge attack. So yeah, let's get rid of Idol of Millions. All right, what happens? We shuffle the issue 2 stack, which is now 6 cards because they got some from issue 1. That becomes the new deck, and I trash all the cards already here. And I'm going to shuffle the Peril cards for next time. And now this new issue is active. There is fun narrative text on all the cards, by the way. It's really fun to kind of get into the theme here. But here we go. Now we've got 3 legacy cards, and it will cost 1 to break away from enemies. And here's the most important thing. When a panel 3 or more spaces from Hero HQ is set up, the player may choose to place the top card of the mobster stack there instead of a city card. Time to fight some bosses. Let's see, I could theoretically get enough speed this turn, and then I could wail on them with This Is My City, but I don't know. The problem is to use this as my city to move. I have to discard a card, and to get the 1 extra speed I need for Devil's Advocate, I also have to discard a card. Darn. Oh, wait a second. I did discard 2 cards. I totally forgot about that. So let's get rid of Simple Spear. And I can't forget, because the issue refreshed, the news building is available to gain more heroism. And the headquarters lets me draw 5 Union cards and put 1 here, and that'll put more in the trash for other abilities like the Squid. Let's see what we got. Guns Blazing. 2 might. Destroy this card to gain 2 speed. Really cheap, too. I don't know if I need cheap. Ooh, another Strongest in the West. I mean, I'd love 4 might, but that is pretty expensive. Another Yeehaw, but I don't love the limitation on that one. Fall in Love. So it's a legacy card. I can discard a card to gain 2 heroism every turn while it's in my legacy. Whoa, that is good. Or destroy a card in your hand to gain 5 heroism, then destroy this card, so it helps me cull too. Last one, I Smell Your Fear. 3 might or 1 speed. And if you played another one of those cards, I always play that resource every turn, I may gain both resources. So it is really good for 3. But yeah, Fall in Love is amazing. Gotta put that one down. Yeah, I'd love to get back there and buy that. Oh, you know what's hilarious? I can. Watch this. So Castle gets me 2 Valor and 2 speed. Devil's Advocate gets me 3 more Valor. That's 5 if you're keeping track. And now I can activate Devil's Advocate to throw in my 4 attack card. That's ridiculous. But that gives me the 3rd speed I needed. And I got the 5 Valor. Here we go. Fall in Love. All right, to draw on my 5. Yeah, I figured I'd get at least 1 alert. Okay, so draw a card and then discard a card and draw a card. So I'm just going to draw 2 and then discard 1. Let's see, I've got Modern Odyssey. I need the movement. Exercise Hero will be amazing. Just 1 speed, 2 speed. Okay, so yeah, definitely getting rid of a clever captain. All right, but now first peril card in issue 2. We're just going to escalate 1. So we're not playing 1 because the level 2 cards are much tougher than the level 1 cards. So that's going up to issue 3. And all right, yeah, now I'm trying to figure out, can I just blast this guy to smithereens? Can I get 9 damage? I probably can, right? Because with Texas-Size Hero, that's already 3 Valor, and then any amount of my Valor can become damage. So I've got 4 with Modern Odyssey. I mean, crud, Strike from the Shadows can make something do a lot of damage too. 5, 6 from Rapid Processing. Simple Spirit will give me 7. Or I could discard Rapid Processing to get 3 damage with Strike from the Shadows. Or heck, what am I talking about? I could just discard Texas-Size Hero using Strike from the Shadows, and that'll be 7 damage. Ah, but where's the last one going to come from? I only have a Simple Spear. That'd be 8. Well, there's only one answer, even though I hate to do it. Bronze Age Warrior, don't forget, I can activate it, discard it, and a Simple Spear to gain 4 might. And that'll be, I think, all I need to crush him. So let's go ahead and play my Strike from the Shadows to get 2 speed. I'll use 1 to move over there. I'll activate it to discard Texas-Size Hero and get 7 attack. And then I'll go and do a Simple Spear and discard my Legacy. I'll have to get it back. So that brings me to 11 attack. I'm going to have 2 left over. But I'll use 1 of the 2 speed to move in here. 11, 9 of the 11 attack to kill this guy. So I can destroy a card in my play area or discard pile, and then put a card from the Union trash on top of any hero's discard pile. Yeah, even though there are a lot of good cards, I think getting 3 card draw all the time is really hard to argue with, so we're getting Master Summoner. Oh, and by the way, you know what? Clever Captain I think is my cruddiest card, so I'll say that I played that for a 3rd speed, because I can trash something from my play area and we'll trash that. So I have 3 speed, and that is gone forever. And with Modern Odyssey, I can get to 5 speed and 1 Valor, and that'll put me to 3 Valor. With 5 speed, I could move here and then explore that and bring out the first mobster, but then I'd have nothing to fight them with. So you know what the hey, I'll move here, and then maybe I'll have 3 speed. And I do have 3 Valor, but I don't really want Leaping Lizard. So let's spend 2 of it to get another Heroism. All right, Para, what you got for me? Escalate 1 again. Wow, I still haven't played any. All right, going into my turn. Let's see. Gain 4 Heroism, destroy a card in your play area, discard pile. That is pretty good. Can I get 3 speed? Oh man, Yeehaw is 3 Valor or 3 Might on the panel you started on, not 3 speed. In fact, the only speed I have in my hand is Modern Odyssey, so I can't even explore the 3 above me. Oh, what a bummer. But I probably want to keep Hog Tie for when I attack. So here, let's make this a Heroism turn. I'll get 3 Heroism from Yeehaw. I'll do Idol of Millions to get 4, and I'll activate it to discard Simple Spear since I don't have my other card to make that give me Valor. So that is 5. And Modern Odyssey will make it 6. And I'm just going to get 3 Heroism straight up. So I've got 7, which means I could afford the Wanderer now. Which would actually be an amazing one because I can get it this turn, put it in my Legacy area, and then hang on to it for next turn and get 3 speed for free to explore, and then draw 2 cards at the end of the turn. So yes, let's do that. So it's going to cost me 5 instead of 1. I'll add it straight to my hand. So I am poor again. I'm going to get rid of this Chosen of Athena because I just don't think I can get to 12 Heroism. Let's see, I got Trojan Horse, haha. 3 Valor, and oh, it's a defense card. Discard this again, 3 defense and draw 2 cards, so I want people to hit me while I have it, which makes sense with the Trojan Horse, of course. And then Helm of Kings, that would be 11 to buy, but it's a legacy. The first time you discard a card, he's turning me draw a card. I have so many discard powers. And then I can dismiss this to gain 3 Valor if I need it. Oh, it's really good. I don't know if I need the horse one as much. All right, so like I said, I'm immediately going to play this one, but I'm going to hang on to it until next turn to explore. And I'll keep Hogtie to wail on the boss. Ooh, and I'm reshuffling before I draw 2 more. Give me one of my cool ones. All right, well, I got Bronze Age Warrior back. That's always good. I got Yeehaw, not going to help me much here. Ooh, Pass the Mantle. It is issue 2 or later. So I can destroy this card while it's in my hand to gain 4 Heroism. But if I've not exerted by the end of the cleanup phase, I lose it. So I have to be able to buy a card with that 4 Heroism that same turn, which might be tough right now. And then a Simple Spear and Hogtie. Oof. I can still hit the enemy, but I won't be able to run away, and I won't be able to use Yeehaw. Well, we'll see how it goes. Of course, who knows, maybe the peril will make an enemy come to me. Probably. Play a plot card. Get 'em, boys. Shuffle the Raptor trash into the Raptor deck. Oh my gosh. Put half the Raptors from the Raptor deck rounded down onto the board. That'll be 3 Raptors. 1 on my panel and the rest on panels within 1 range. And again, dinosaurs, you're not happy with me, and they do 3 damage, by the way, now. All right, so I'm going to put both of them on the community college. I think it's better to have them be where I can just wail on them, and I'll have to have 1 in my spot. But the nice thing is the threat phase already passed, so I don't get attacked by them right now. And hey, Yeehaw is certainly ready to punch one of these guys immediately. Love that. All right, so yeah, with that in mind, let's play Hogtie first. That'll give me 3 attack, but I really want it for its activate ability to gain 2 Heroism from defeating somebody. And then I'm going to play Yeehaw for 3 attack to defeat that first Raptor. I'll activate Hogtie, so that gets me up to 4 Heroism. And I could get to 8 with Pass the Mantle. But the Helm of Kings is 11, and the Trojan Horse is 9. Wait, this guy's gone. So is the ongoing card again. Oh, and I can put Bronze Age Warrior into my Legacy area, of course. See, again, that could get me to 4 Heroism. A Simple Spear now with Bronze Age would just get me 1 Valor. Not enough to buy more Heroism. I guess if I explore like I was planning to, I'll get 2 Valor from the Prince's Prerogative. And that 2 Valor could become 1 more Heroism. That'll get me to 5, 9 with Pass the Mantle, but I really would much rather have the Helm of Kings, because that'll be amazing, whereas Trojan Horse is just okay. So I think I might actually keep Pass the Mantle in my hand, and then plan to use it next turn. But I can go ahead and play a Simple Spear, so that'll get me up to, 4 attacks saved up, and 1 Valor. And then I guess I'm going to charge in, so I'm going to dismiss this to explore, and I will draw 2 extra cards at the end of the turn. So here we go, and I don't have to put a mobster down, but I want to put a mobster down, so let's do that. Let's see, Union City Hall. If there are no Union City or villain cards here, or hero trains for the cheapest non-feat solo card they have available, oh my gosh, just a free training, that is redonkulous. Okay, so I'm still getting a hero card here, just a blur. 3 speed, I might actually need more speed, because I'm kind of not drawing that as much. And then here we go, since this was 3 costs, instead of doing a city card, our first of 2 bosses we need to kill, Big Paulie T-Rex. 7 fight! Oh, God. I can't even run away. 24 stamina. These guys are tough. Okay, half blind. Double defense generated against this. Oh, do I have any defense cards coming up? And then his Primal Roar card, which remember is triggered by some of those enemy phase cards, deals each hero 1 unavoidable damage. That's barely anything. The 7 fight is what I'm worried about. But double defense, if I can get at least something, it'll be great. All right, so remember I had 4 might saved up, so I've done 4 out of his 24 damage. And with my hero's ability, I could get this card right now. You know what? I would like to, because I do think I need more speed. And that did require doing that. Remember, I get 2 now Valor, plus the 1 from playing my Simple Spear. I'm going to keep Pass the Mantle in my hand. Hopefully for next turn I can get the Helm of Kings. We'll see. And I'm drawing up to 7 cards now instead of 5 because of my power I used. Oh, and I got Rapid Processing. Draw a card and discard 1. Let's see, I got Texas Size Hero, certainly going to be good against T-Rex. Did I get any defense? Rapid Processing, Devil's Advocate is going to be good for attacking. This is my city, great for attacking. Do I have any defense? Yes, 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 yes. Clever Captain will give me 4 defense with the doubling. So what of these do I not want? Simple Spear could be up to 4 attack, or Modern Odyssey is the only thing that's really given me much speed. Yeah, I think I'll discard that. Okay, then T-Rex is attacking me for 7. I'm going to discard Clever Captain. That'll give me 2 times 2, 4 defense. So I'm taking 3 damage. Not bad. This game is going way better than some of my other ones with this variant. And let's see what the Pteranodon has. Crime Wave. Place a Raptor Gangster on your panel and immediately threatens. Alrighty. Just so many of these guys. So that's going to be 3 attack. And I have no defense, so we're up to 7 out of 27. Not great. But you know what is great, everybody? You know what is great? The whooping that this Texas Size Hero is about to lay down. Let's see how we do. So that's 3 Valor. That's 5 Valor. That's 8 Valor. And, darn it, Pass the Mantle. I don't have any other way to get Heroism right now. And I want more damage, so boom, that's 10 Valor. And I could use Simple Spear to get 4, but let's just get 2. So that's 1 Might and 11 Valor. Texas Hero turns that 11 Valor into Might. I've got 12 Might plus 4 more from This Is My City. That's 16 Might. Now, I don't want to get hit by both of them, and I can't finish off the T-Rex, so let's kill this guy and do 13 to T-Rex. So he's going to have, what is that, 17. He's only got 7 left. Got to imagine I could finish him off next turn. But that's my whole entire turn. Let's see if I get another defense to save me. Okay, I do have a draw card. I don't think I have any other defense. Ooh, yes, defense, awesome. Let's see what my other card is. All right, remember, this one is discard a card to gain 2 defense, which will be 4 against the T-Rex. I don't want to get rid of Fall in Love. I'm going to start using that every turn. Modern Odyssey, Simple Spear. I mean, I need damage. Darn, I don't have a lot of damage this turn. That is not great. Oh, wait, I forgot. Strike from the Shadows will do damage. So, I'm going to go ahead and use Castling and discard Modern Odyssey. And Castling does not discard itself, but I can only use it once when I get attacked, so it's not going to be able to take everything. I still go to 10 damage, though. I am almost half dead. All right, Imperil. Oh, play a plot card, but we don't escalate. It's not issue 3 yet. Rub them out. Oh, it's only in issue 1. We got lucky. This is one of the ones that escalated from before. The hero with the highest stamina has dealt 4 unavoidable damage. Well, not that lucky. Oh, man, I am at more than half my life, and I have no healing cards in my deck. Maybe I should have gone for the Trojan Horse. We'll see. Oh, but it's okay. We gotta kill this guy. So let's see. Strike from the Shadows. I can do 4 damage with Castling or 5 with Fall in Love, but I'd really like to get this here and start gaining more heroism. So here, this should work. Okay, so that's going to give me 2 speed. I'm going to activate it and get rid of Castling. So that's 4 Might. And then I'll discard my Bronze Age Warrior, but first I'll play one of my spears to get a Valor from it. And I'll discard the other one. That's 8 Might total, because remember that gave me 4 from discarding the extra spear. Oh no, I guess it's 9 Might total from the spear I played. So yes, he is destroyed. I've still got 2 attack left. Remember, that was one of the 2 I need to win. Awesome. Oh, wait, hold on. No, I don't want to play that spear because I'm going to play Fall in Love, and I can activate it to discard a card and gain 2 heroism. Work toward that helmet. There we go. I'm at 6 now, working my way to 11. And that love card will stay in play, but I am done. That's all I was able to do. Ooh, and I got Master Summoner. I was wondering where it was, so I'm going to discard this to draw 1 card and choose somebody to draw 2 more, so I'm just going to draw 3. Awesome. And no more special things. But I did get past the mantle, so I think I'm going to have enough heroism. I should have enough to get my helmet this turn. But first, the Peril. It's a city card on the nearest panel without one, and then enemies move towards me. Oh no, the gangsters are left behind. Oh no, I could be dead. So let's see, the city card I can put down here on the bank, I guess. Oh no, that's also an enemy. And look, he's very strong. He's a 2+ issue exclusive, so if I had drawn him during 1. Oh, so he's a great white Nazi shark. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Double defense against him, but he's going to attack for 5 because he's moving up, and each of these guys is moving up. They're each attacking for 3. That is 11 damage coming. Okay, discard this card to gain 2 defense, then draw a card and discard a card. I think it's the only defense in my hand. Oh my gosh. All right, so that's going to double to 4 defense against the Great White. And I'm drawing a card. It is not a defense. I'm going to discard Idol of Millions, but this is bad. All right, so I stopped 4, the Great White's 5, so that means 7 is coming in. So wow, man, I'm at 21 damage out of 27. Oh, gosh. I gotta get away from these guys or defeat them, something. How much attack do I have? I have Simple Spear, I have Bronze Age Warrior, so I could turn Simple Spear into 4 attack. Past the Mantle. No, I don't have a lot of attack at all. I don't even have a lot of speed, jeez. Oh, well, first of all, let's destroy Past the Mantle. So that gets me 4 temporary heroism, and I've got 6. So I just need 2 Valor. So I'll go ahead and play Modern Odyssey. It gets me 1 Valor and 2 speed to run. I'll play Bronze Age Warrior and a Spear. That'll get me my 2nd Valor, which lets me spend both the Valor to get a heroism. And with the bonus 4, I'm getting my helmet. Put it straight to my hand. And it's a legacy. What is it? The first time you discard a card each turn, I may draw a card. That's great. So I'm going to go ahead and put that into play. And I guess I'll keep Trojan Horse because I just need to survive. My other one is Challenge of the Bow. It's not too expensive. If you have not moved yet this turn, dismiss this card to move to a panel in range 2. That's nice. But of course, now it would cost 8 plus 2, 10. All right, I've got 2 speed, which would let me explore here. So let's go in and do that because I have to get out of range or I'm just dead. Okay, Power Plant. If there are no cards here, okay, I can gain 5 heroism. Okay. Get out of dodge. Oh, thank God I didn't get attacked by an enemy. Superhero Selfie. If I confront for 2 speed, gain heroism equal to the cost of a Union card in your play area or discard pile. Wow. I mean, I could get like 7 with my big cards. And Cowboy Leathers. That's defense. I like that. And then one that gets me more heroism. I mean, all this is nice as long as they don't chase after me. Now, let's see. I've still got Idol of Millions. And I've got a Simple Spear. So let's go ahead and activate Fall in Love. And I'll discard, I think, Idol of Millions. That'll get me 2 heroism. And then because of my helmet, I get to draw a card for discarding. Although, wait, actually, it says the first time you discard a card each turn. Did I discard a card at all this turn? No, I don't think I did. So I will draw a card. What is it? Devil's Advocate. Valor 3, discard a card to gain 1 speed. So I can actually get to 4 Valor with my Bronze Age and Spear. Which is enough for this defense card. Let's do that. And I got draw a card and discard a card. Did I get any defense? No. Ooh, there's a defense. Good. What am I going to discard? I mean, yeehaw. The chances of me using that. Actually, I guess the 3 Valor could be helpful, but nah, I don't love that. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to get rid of yeehaw and just hope nobody jumps on top of me. We'll see. Or wait, no, I guess that's silly. Let's get rid of Rapid Processing, since yeehaw can at least get me some more Valor. All right, here's my peril card. I think if I get that same City that sleeps, I am done. Oh no, place a Raptor on my panel. I mean, that's not as bad, but it's still bad. So it's going to be 3 more damage incoming. Although I can discard something with Castling. Okay, so, now Might from Yeehaw would actually be good. So let's discard one of my Simple Spears, yeah. But I still take 1 damage, 22 out of 27. All right, but let's hit that guy back. So I guess I'll go ahead and play Hogtie. I'll defeat him, and then that gets me 2 heroism. And, yeah, I guess I can afford that Hogtie. Let's go ahead and get it. So I'll get 2 Valor and 2 speed from that. 3 more from my Yeehaw. That's 1 more than enough to buy Hogtie. Oh no, I've got 2 speed left over. Let's go ahead and do Superhero Selfie. It says I gain heroism equal to a card in my discard pile. And guess what? My 7 cost summoning card is in there. So boom, boom, boom. Oh my gosh. What am I at now? 9, 10, 11. I can get Trojan Horse. I'm doing it because I do not want to die. Going straight to my hand. Come on. Or actually, no, not straight to my hand. I can put it on top of my deck because then I'll have it when I have to defend myself. Oh, I discarded my helmet by accident. I was like, where did it go? And speaking of my helmet, do I want to discard a Simple Spear to draw a card? I mean, I could get 2 heroism from Fall in Love. Oh, I may draw a card. So you know what? I don't want to use the helmet yet on this turn. So I'll just discard that. And I had 1 extra Valor, so that'll give me a second one because of Bronze Age Warrior. So I'll spend them for 1 heroism. And yeah, that'll get me another 2 heroism. There we go, but I'm not going to activate the helmet. And by the way, worth noting that I am at the max of 3 legacies for the current issue. All right, let's see. I got some pretty good stuff. I got my Wanderer for a free Explore again and some extra card draw. I got a bunch of defense. I feel great about that. So maybe I'll try to go fight another mobster if things will go bad this turn. Let's see. Okay, good. It's still not the one where they chase me. It is going to play a pluck card. There's only 1 left after this before we go to issue 3. Oh no, what is this? Dismiss a legacy card. Then you are dealt 5 damage. If it's 3 or later, it's not. It's unavoidable. Oh my gosh, so I have to dismiss a legacy card, which I guess will be the heroism one. I don't really need that. And then 5 damage. Well, boom, boom, boom. Trojan Horse is going to let me discard this to gain 3 defense and draw 2 cards. Now, this is still the same turn, so I can't use the helmet since it's not the first card I discarded, but I draw 2. Oh, and I got Strike from the Shadows, so I'm going to draw again. And then, let's see, discard this card to gain 2 defense, then draw a card and discard a card. Yeah, I'll use that. So just a Blur. That's one I just drew. So I'm going to draw a card. Ooh, and it's Master Summoner, so I have to finish discarding a card, and then I'll use that. So I don't actually need the speed if I use my little Legacy Wanderer teleporting, although I might want to run away from the enemy. So let's get rid of Clever Captain now that I've fully defended. Okay, then Master Summoner, I discard to draw 3 cards. Seems like this could be a pretty big turn. I got Yeehaw, Simple Spear. Okay, I got lots of good stuff. Oh, and I forgot I can use the Power Plant to get 5 heroism. Let's certainly do that. Speaking of, what solo card do I have? Hero of the Iliad. Rally means when you first gain it, I'll gain 4 might. And then what's pretty when you discard a card, you may deal 2 damage to an enemy on your panel. That is great. Of course, it costs 14 with our trading tokens. But the location I just used, I'm up to 8, so not too far off, actually. All right, yeah, going into my turn, I think I'm going to do it. So let's play the Wanderer, and then I'm going to dismiss it, which I think, I mean, it counts as discarding a card, so I'm assuming it triggers my helmet. So at the end of this turn, I'll draw 2 cards, but I get to explore for free, but let's draw 1 for my helmet. Oh, it's my Fall in Love again, okay. All right, let's see if I can kill the boss before they kill me. Okay, it's the Impossible Academy. Put cards you achieve from this panel on top of your deck. It's kind of cool. I want to see who the mobster is, that's what really matters. Luca Braccio, 30 stamina, 4 fight. 4 fight is not too bad. The big guy. You may exert valor as well as might to attack this enemy. What are you doing to me? I have a card that does that anyway. Why are you wasting my power? 1-man stampede. When this assaults, the damage cannot be reduced below 2. But 4 fight is not nearly as bad as the T-Rex. And then pasta powered, he heals 4 whenever I draw one of those. This could be way worse. This could be way, way worse. Yeah, so I might not even run away, because at least right now, if all 3 of these guys chase after me with that one card, they won't get into range. If I run away, they could. Silly me, when I ran away from Union City, I forgot that I could have trained a solo card for free. Maybe I'll run back and then run over here again to do that. Because I have a lot of speed, right? 2 from Modern Odyssey and 2 from Strike from the Shadows. Yeah, let's do it. All right, so... Oh, wait, no. I need 1 extra to break away. So I would need 1 more speed, and darn, no way to get it. Except for this is my city, which lets me teleport to him. And that's definitely worth it, because I can get Hero of the Iliad. All right, so let's do this. All right, so I'm going to play Strike from the Shadows. That'll give me 2 speed. Then Modern Odyssey makes it 4. And so I'll go 1, 2 for Breakaway. Go to Union City. Oh, wait, I train Challenge of the Bow. That's still 3 mites, so sure, I'll get that. And it still counts as a training, so oh my gosh, they're expensive. But I can't believe I've gotten almost all of my cards. What the heck? And so I've got 1 speed I haven't used. I have all of my attack. I already used my helmet. So now I'm going to activate This Is My City. And discard something dumb like Idol of Millions, although I guess that would be 1 attack, but whatever, get out of here. And the dinosaur thought I left, but I am back, sir. Oh wait, instead of Idol of Millions, I'll discard Yeehaw, because I literally can't use it. Alright, it is time to wreck. So Challenge of the Bow gives me 3 might. And don't forget, Valor will hit him as well. I'll activate Strike from the Shadows. And actually, my best is Fall in Love, because Texas-sized Hero costs more. It'll give me 7 might, but that's going to be 3 Valor that can also hurt him. So this will be 5. Okay, so that's 5, 9, 12 might, plus 1 Valor from Modern Odyssey, so that's 13. Texas-sized Hero will make it 16. Idol of Millions will make it 17. And a simple spear, I won't discard it with my special legacy card, so that'll make it 18 damage out of 30, yes. Now, is this a little dangerous? Yes, it is, because his 4 damage is enough to kill me. Not even counting the peril card I'm going to draw. So if I'm not dead, I bet he is, but we'll see how it goes. So I draw 5 cards. Give me defense, please. Okay, I get draw a card, discard a card. Do I have any defense? Yes, Trojan Horse for the win. But first, I'll draw 1 and discard 1. And I got Hog Tie. I'm going to smash him. What do I want to get rid of? I guess Modern Odyssey is the one I need the least. Okay, then when he attacks for 4, remember I can only block 2 of it, but I'll use Trojan Horse to block the 2. So I have... Oh, gosh, yes. Wait. Well, no, this can't be right. I don't have 26 damage. I definitely don't have 26 damage. I don't know what I do have. I feel like I had like 24. Well, I'll check the tape. So maybe I'm dead, but I'm going to assume that I have 1 life left, and we'll see how it goes. If I lied there, that sucks. But I did get to draw 2 from Trojan Horse, and yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, but I'm still playing a peril card. There's a high chance this could kill me. Okay, Escalate 1. Monster on my panel updates its effects. He just heals, right? So that could be the best, although, ooh, we are going into issue 3. I mean, the key thing is I didn't get attacked, but now I can have 4 legacy cards and 2 breakaway costs. The rest is the same. And yeah, I was right. He's healing 4, so let's see if I get rid of the 5. There we go. So he's at 14. I got to do 16 damage. I'll probably need to run away and come back. Although, let's see. That's 3 damage with his Valor weakness. That'll be up to 4 with my 1 card if I discard it. Hog Tie's another 3. And Simple Spear's another 2. Rapid Processing's another 2. Oh, and another Hog Tie? Maybe I can get him. And let's see. Worst case, I can use Challenge of the Bow to run away. Okay, so... Okay, so first I'm going to play a Spear. That'll give me 2 with the Valor bonus from Bronze Age. Then I'm going to discard Bronze Age and discard my other Spear for 4. So that's 6 attacks so far, and I get a draw from my helmet. Okay, and then, ooh, this will be another 2. So that's 8 so far. I think I got him. That's 11 with my cowboy leathers, 14 with Hog Tie, 17 with another Hog Tie, 19 with rapid processing, and ooh, I just remembered something. I can activate my Helm of King to dismiss him and gain 3 more Valor, which will also hurt him. So what was that, 22? All right, so if I go back and see that I died from that guy and I didn't mess up my health, then that would suck, because this turn, I win. So there you go, that was Union City Alliance using, again, my quick cobbled together solo variant. So I think it works pretty well. So if the designer wants to do a true solo variant, it should be super easy to do, whether it's mine or something they come up with. And hey, hang on for a second if you want to hear my thoughts on the game so far. So first thing I want to talk about is the modularity. I tend to like this a lot, but it is sometimes also a negative. We've seen that in Sentinels of the Multiverse when things can get too complicated. Same thing with some of these Sadler Brothers MDS games. But here, it's the good kind of modularity where nothing actually gets more complicated, it just gives you new options and new variety. So the fact that I can play a different hero and they play very differently and have their own stuff, but then I can also build a totally different deck with the hero team-up decks. And I think the Kickstarter even has alternate Union decks I can use, like an entirely different set of 40 cards, and same thing with the 32 city cards, same thing I think with the locations if they unlock it or they get expansions. Like, that kind of variability is great, and the villains play totally differently and have all their unique stuff. So again, nothing is too complicated, nothing makes the game hard to play or gives you too much overhead, it just makes the experience change each time. Another thing I love so much is the deck building, because first of all, I think it is so cool that it's tied to locations. I have never seen anything like that before. It is such a neat idea, and you really control the pace of when new cards come out, and they stay around. It's not like a lot of games where you have to buy something soon or it gets culled from the market. If you want a card, it's there for you. But let's not forget these awesome solo cards. I love these. They make the heroes feel super different. They have built-in combos, so your hero always feels special. And the fact that you can get them straight into your hand, really build up that combo-licious fun, that's always great for me. And yeah, I just really think that deck building here is a lot of cool stuff. Another thing I'll compliment is how they make all the resources valuable, because a lot of games like this, only fighting would matter at the end, and at least with this villain, you kind of have that, where all you have to do is beat up a lot of bosses, but you still have these really cool cards that give you great bonuses for the other resources, and Valor can give you heroism, even if you don't want to buy any other cards, to get your amazing character-specific cards. And you saw some cards or some bosses will let you use other things to fight them. So they did a nice job of kind of balancing things and making no cards generally feel dead or useless in your hand. And then just overall, the choices you have in your turn are really good. I like how exploring works. You can buy cards. You can do all these actions. Those are cool. And again, the variability of which of those come out where. And the plot cards themselves and how the enemy activates gives you lots of choices. Gives you lots of surprising dangers. And clearly my solo variant brought me closer to death in the multiplayer game, except at higher difficulties you don't have that as much. It tends to be a more balanced experience because you can help each other out and split the damage among you. So my little, unofficial variant kind of heightened that. But yeah, I think this one is great. I am really, really impressed with the deck building take here. I am definitely backing this. There's no question about that. But hey, some things you might want to watch out for, at least from what I've seen. First of all, it can be a little hard to first learn the game because they do have a decent number of keywords. I'm trying to show them to you. Buying a card is called achieving a card, and the alert is what it's called when something has a draw effect. So I think they could change some of those words to make them more kind of standardized instead of using the jargon of the superhero world. But really, after I played once, I was totally fine with all of them. So it's a minor complaint, and they do have a little chart that has all of them on it to help you out. Another thing is table space. While you can explore in such a way that you maybe go mostly horizontal and maintain your table space, I think these tiles are going to have to be really big to fit 3 or 4 cards on them. So when you have potentially in a 3 or 4 player game 5 by 5 of them, that would probably require a pretty big table. And I'll also say another potential thing is I think downtime, a lot of deck builders, could be a problem at the highest player counts, 4 players especially, and that combined with the big table means that this is one that I personally would prefer to play with a true solo or 2 players or 3 players. Not sure I would go up to 4 players, but that's how I feel about basically every deck builder ever, except for simultaneous or quick turn ones like Heroes of Tennefer or Battle for Greyport, so that's not really anything special to this one. And my only other final caution, I do hope they come up with a variant for this one, or if they don't, I will, is that they do have player elimination, where if you get defeated, you're kind of out of the game. Now, they have a mechanic where you still have cards, and you can pass them to other players, so you're still involved, but clearly that's not going to be as fun as playing your hero. So I think if I was talking to the designer and suggesting things, I would suggest they look into something where you get a weakened side, where you can't do as much, and enemies won't target you anymore. Think of how Imperial Assault handles it, where you have your wounded side and enemies tend to go for the non-wounded characters. Or think of how Sentinels of the Multiverse does it, where you're flipped to your weak side, you don't get a full turn, but you still get to do some stuff besides just playing a single card. So I think there are ways to avoid the player elimination, and I hope they think about it, because it hasn't happened to me early in any games, but if it did, of course, that would be a total bummer, because, the game can be 90 minutes at higher player counts, and you don't want to be sitting around for 30 minutes of that if you die early. But yeah, this game, Union City Alliance, I'm all in for. I've covered a lot of Kickstarters lately, and this is one of the ones I'm most excited. I like superheroes, I like deck building, and this game does it in a way that I have not seen before. So even though it is maybe becoming a more crowded genre, this game is new and fresh and excellently executed. Definitely a big recommendation. I don't usually say that much for Kickstarters, but this one I do recommend, definitely. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Check out the other videos. I've got links to them if you want to see Steve's playthrough, his interview with the designer, lots of good stuff. Good gaming, and I'll see you at the next stop.